Hello, we are here for round number 14 of the WRL season, coming from Francorchamps in Belgium. A very historic track indeed, and I am not alone this time. I am with my new co-commentator, Michael Moron.
Hello.
Yes, now, this is a very demanding track, especially, Michael. What are the challenges about it?
Well, it's the longest track on the calendar, and so the duration of how many laps there are have been shortened to 11, and the distance is quite demanding from the tyres as well. We've got really long straights as well as short sweeping corners, hairpins, and all of the types of corners that there are on any Formula One circuit have been included here in this beautiful track layout at Francorchamps.
Yes, exactly. It has been relayed a couple of times, but it's still an exciting track to watch. Especially 1998, when there was a big car pile-up, and the two Jordans went on to win it after a red flag and so much chaos. It still produces some good racing today, though. The length of the track is 7.004 kilometers, which in miles is 4.352 kilometers, which gives us a total distance at 77.044 kilometers, which in miles that is 47.872. And then laps, we've just mentioned, is 11 laps. The tyres that we will be using is the medium hards and obviously the intermediates and wet tyres. And there are 20 turns in total. Also, if you haven't seen the previous race, there is a link in the annotation in the video. But anyway, let's now head over to Anthony Davidson and one of Codemaster's Hot Lap guides.
Here we are, a lap of Spa into the final chicane. Make sure you take it nice and slow on the exit and straighten the car up. You want to focus on that traction. Don't let the car wheel spin as we head up to the start-finish line now. DRS and a short curves boost towards turn one. This is an overtaking possibility in the race, but you've got to watch out on braking. Easy to lock up here. On the exit, though, you're helped by the track falling away from you. That aids your traction. Now, as you plummet down the hill towards the infamous Eau Rouge corner, up through the gears 6 and into 7th. Here it comes. Hold your breath. Hang on in there. The steering wheel fights on you, but you've got to hold it flat as you can now open the DRS and use a bit of curves boost as well to head you up this hill towards turn 5. An easy overtaking opportunity come race day. Brake just after the 100-meter board. Curb on the left-hand side. Feed the car in. Carry that minimum speed through the right, then the left, and then the right again. Now, eyes to the left-hand side of the track. You want to use all of that exit curb available at the highest point of the track now before going down the hill again in towards turn 8. The car always tries to understeer on you here in mid-corner, so be patient before getting on the throttle in a straight line and then squaring it up before turn 9. Use all of the curbs available on the inside and the exit before the run down the hill towards Pouhon. This double left-hand corner is a fantastic corner to take in a Formula 1 car. You feel the G-force on your neck and your back muscles as you exit the corner now. Eyes to the left-hand side. The marker boards help you at the 100 board. Brake and slow it down into 3rd gear and focus on your minimum speed through the right and then the left corner. Now bring the car over to the left-hand side again. Straight line braking into 2nd gear. Use all of the curb available on the exit before turn 15. This is a really vital corner to get right and carry that momentum onto this really long winding straight. Now up through the gears. 6th, 7th. Hold it flat out for the corner coming up. This is Blanchemont. 7th gear, full throttle. Fingertip stuff through this corner. You don't want to scrub off any speed. If you've got a chance to overtake, do it now. Down into the 100-meter board, into 2nd gear. First, if you've got an unstable rear end on the car, which is so often the case here. Straighten the car up again on the exit. Full throttle, DRS, curves, and that's an end of the lap in Spa.
Thank you for that hot lap, Anthony Davidson. So now let's have a look at the grid for qualifying. On pole position, we have Zombie Slayer, who only joined in Silverstone, but has finally taken a pole position. Or in fact, I think he actually took pole position in Silverstone. I can't actually remember. It's Red Jams 22 in 2nd, with championship leader Pitmat in 3rd. F1 Guy 2012 in 4th, with John W207 in 5th. F1 Petrol is in 6th, with Best Bob 5 7th. Ballboy 57 is in 8th, and FPM 856 NF TKP 3 is in 9th, and the last person to start in the race. So the grid looks interesting, don't you think, Michael?
Yeah, we've got a new pole sitter finally.
Well, we don't know that.
And the championship leader is all the way down in 3rd, which is quite surprising. But we don't know how, what actually went on in qualifying and setups, whatever. But what an interesting lineup today.
Yeah, exactly. He's got to watch out, though, for his nearest rival, John W207. He was actually only a row behind him in 5th place. He's on the same side as him, so he's got to watch out because he knows Johnny's good at his starts. But then again, when it comes to the corners, he always gets boxed in, so you never know. And the other 7 that didn't start today are Bad Boy Dills, Bossman Sean 12, a Rubber Duck 1997, and then we had AG-K, I can't even pronounce his name for some reason. Kona Foda 141 also did not start, as didn't Liam Calvatis 47, Alec Down of State, and that's it. Those people did not start at all in this race. So, without further ado, let's head off to the race. It's race time. We are here at Spa-Francorchamps. It's Joseph Willows and Michael Moore commentating for you here at Spa-Francorchamps as we have a look at the Drivers' Championship, the top 8 that is, and then we quickly have a look at the Constructors' Championship. So, today we have views from John W207, and as we wait for it, Ballboy 57. So, yes, we're back to commentating. This is going to be a great race, Michael.
Yeah, also just to mention, Pit Matt and Best Bob are on the harder compound tyres.
Yes, and we're underway now. Lights have gone out, and John seems to get a good start so far. He's passed F1 Guy 2012. He's having a look at his championship rival down to turn 1, but he's been squished because of it. A bit of argy-bargy going on, and now John has dropped back, riding on board with Ballboy 57. He's moved himself up to 5th as a side-by-side action with F1 Guy 2012 and Pitmar up to Eau Rouge, and there's contact!
Oh!
There is contact! They have crashed it, and that is Pitmat who has crashed it, the championship leader.
Whoa, amazing stuff here on the first lap of the Belgian Grand Prix.
Sorry to interrupt now. John W207 having a look at Ballboy for 3rd place, but just closing the door, Ballboy. John had to back out of it. FPM8 has got up to 5th. Here is a replay and having a look from John W207's perspective and a good look at Pitmat's first ever retirement in league racing history.
Wow, that's just quite a shock. At so early in the race as well.
Exactly. We've got a view from Ballboy 57. Take us through it.
Well, look, Ballboy tried to go around the outside and he gained a few positions by doing that. And look, he's just got a great view of this incident between Pit Matt and F1
Guy 2012.
Yeah, and I think Pit Matt on the harder tyre, everyone was trying to get past him as soon as possible.
Yeah, exactly. Now, that incident with F1 Guy 2012 and Pitmat is being under investigation after the race from the stewards, as John W207 now having a look at Ballboy for 3rd place.
Side. My gosh, look at that.
Exactly. John goes a bit wide, goes on the AstroTurf, which slows you down. Ballboy into 3rd. Now there's another guy joining in the scrap, as Ballboy has outbraked him. Actually, I can't tell if Best Bob who's got involved in this scrap made contact with him. I can't really tell. But we'll have, I'm sure a replay will come up as now it's 3 abreast. Surely they're not all going to make it through turn 1, side by side. And oh my God, all 3 of them somehow manage to not make contact or go off. Incredible stuff. Ballboy is still in 3rd, but now Best Bob having a lot. We know him as the man who likes to dive bomb. Side by side, I think this
Rouge.
And Best Bob gets through into 3rd, and now John is taking advantage of this as well. He moves up into 4th place. And now look, FPM8 has gone into the battle as well. He's up to 5th. He's having a look at John W207. Has to back out though because he was going to hit the back. And sure, Ballboy up to 5th. I'm losing my breath out of this one.
Oh, wow, that's amazing.
Let's have a look at the replay. And yeah, no, he didn't make contact at all. It's just Ballboy just misjudged his braking. So it looks to me that Best Bob just skimmed his meat there. As now we look at Ballboy down into Pouon. And look straight ahead, look. Best Bob has gone wide.
That's going to affect his speed.
And sure enough, John moves up to 3rd place. because of that. Through the second part of P1, I don't know what happened. There is a bit of a curb glitch, though, down at P1, so it is unknown whether he actually touched that curb and went straight on. Ballboy gets a wheel into the dirt, and now FPM8 has
completely gone off there.
Yeah, exactly. He's now right on board with John W207, and bit of contact. He's giving Best Bob some room. Best Bob moves up to third. He wants to have another look, but he's too far back to look. And, sorry for that background noise there. Back to the action, sorry. Yeah, John's still not giving up. Bit of a lag there from Best Bob as Red Jam sets the fastest lap of the race. By the way, Red Jam's actually took the lead from Zombie at the start. So
he's never ever won a race before,
never a league race. So can he do it for the first time today? Could history again be made? We had Pitmat first time crashing in a league race. Can Red Jam's finally win a league race? Yeah, exactly. Now John W27 moves back up to third place, had the DRS and the curves, and just got through. Beautiful stuff. And now Best Bob's still having a look, but John knows his moves and keeps ahead of him. As now we have a look at Ballboy and down through P1. And once again, Best Bob goes wide down at P1. He must have a problem with that curb or something. And now Ballboy, sure enough, moves up to fourth because of it.
Yep. Beautiful, clean move. A bit of a squeeze, but clean nonetheless.
Exactly. As we ride on board with Ballboy. And look, John's kicked the dirt a bit going through that corner. That's going to affect his speed. And now, can Ballboy and Best Bob get onto the back of him? And it looks like they can. They are actually catching him up now. As Ballboy has the slipstream. Remember, he's trying to help his teammate because he knows John W207 is Pitmat's nearest rival. So if Ballboy can help, this will definitely help Pitmat's cause for the title.
Bit of contact there, trying to get too greedy on the slipstreaming side there,
but it doesn't matter anyway. Ballboy moves up into third place, going round the outside through the bus stop chicane. And now riding on board with John W207. And because of that, Ballboy had some extra DRS available for him. As he's locked up through turn 1 at La Source. And now down the hill through the support pit straight. And now he's got the slipstream. And he's even now fancying his chances down at Eau Rouge, but backs out of it nonetheless. He's not risking the crash that F1 Guide 2012 and Pitmat had on the first lap. I think Best Bob earlier on when he passed Ballboy, I think that's what F1 Guy wanted to try and do. Is now Best Bob's having a look down the inside. Now, John, it's going to be free abreast again, but not this time. There's contact this time. Wow.
Oh. Carnage down.
Yeah, sorry about that. So, yeah, down Camel Straight. Here's a replay from Ballboy. Take us through it.
Well, look at the steering wheel, because I think there was a sudden jerk. Look, he's straight, completely straight, and then watch. The car suddenly veers over to the right-hand side. I think that is a car failure of some sort, and it's not Ballboy's fault at all there.
Yeah, we're just seeing there, Best Bob 5 actually went straight on. He must have misjudged his braking, but it's not like he gained any positions because he did pass them before the corner, so he wouldn't need to let the place back. And there's the replay from John. Yeah, exactly.
Here, it just looked like Ballboy swiped to the right, but not on board. It's a different story.
That will be investigated after the race. It was hard to tell. Now we're having a look at Ballboy now as he's battling for third place with Best Bob 5. And Best Bob's gone wide. Yeah, he has. He's gone on the AstroTurf, which slows you down. And sure enough, Ballboy has moved up back into third place. He's got to make his pit stop, actually, this lap, as Zombie Slayer sets the fastest lap of the race. As they now go down the hill, down to the support pit straight. And now they're approaching Eau Rouge. This is very demanding. It's a blind corner, flat out you need to be. And I'm sure Best Bob, look at the speed Best Bob had out of that Eau Rouge. And sure enough,
got the DRS as well.
Ballboy had two wheels on the grass, and Best Bob moved himself back up to third place. This is an incredible battle.
Yeah, DRS open for Best Bob.
And there's a replay from John W. And while that was going on, F1 Petrol had moved up to fifth. So he's got involved in the battle for third. It's now a four-way scrap again.
Yeah. Wanting to, of course, score Toro Rosso some valuable points in the Constructors' Championship, as well as himself in the Drivers'.
Yeah, exactly. He knows that Red Jams is leading, so he could add some points. As Ballboy got back ahead of Best Bob through that fast bit. I thought he wasn't going to get past there. But now Best Bob having a look. The Best Bob dive bomb comes back. And Ballboy... Ooh! Now, did he just go in front of F1 Petrowed there? I couldn't tell. But anyway, it's a battle between the mechanics for Sauber and McLaren. But we did hear after the race that Ballboy did get a reprimand for that because it's not like he made contact or anything. As Ballboy still ahead of John W207 for 5th place.
Yep.
So
of course, when Best Bob pits, he'll be on the faster medium compound tyres.
Yeah, so these two have got to watch out. John W207 got lead from Ballboy again. Ballboy staying ahead, so they're going to have to race on track. And look at the speed John has. He's going for him already. He's got the slipstream out of Eau Rouge. And sure enough, he's got DRS. And he moves up into 5th place. Ballboy just had no answer for him.
Yeah, I think Ballboy was struggling with his cold tyres. And John W207 out of the pits managed to get them warmed up enough for that move.
Exactly. He also had some slipstream as well. He's right on board John W207 now, who is in 5th place. And look, Best Bob and I believe F1 Petrohead are also in the pits as well. I think F1 Petrohead actually passed Best Bob at some point. Or is that... Actually, that's wrong because that's where their pit lanes are. Yeah. But actually, look, John W207 and Ballboy have leapfrogged both Best Bob 5 and F1 Petrohead. So a pair of them have not had a good outlap.
Yeah, I think again, struggling for tyres at the end of their stint.
Anyway, sorry to interrupt you now. Ballboy has got the slitching on John W207 for 3rd place. John going a bit defensive, but Ballboy moves himself up to 3rd place. And it's a bit of a carbon copy of what John did to him when he came out the pits.
Yeah, I think, indeed a carbon copy. Excellent move, clean, just what we want in league racing.
Exactly. And through this demanding left-hander, which does give you a lot of understeers, Ballboy's had a bit of understeer. And look how close John is now. He's got the slipstream, and he's going to have a look down at Pouon. This is going to be risky from John if he pulls this one off, but backs out of it because he's not risking it. And nearly catching that outside curve. Now running on board with Ballboy 57 yet again. And he's gone a bit wide on that AstroTurf. And now John having a look at him through the bus stop chicane. He looks to the outside, but there's no way through. As Zombie sets another fastest lap of the race.
Well, amazing stuff here. Just what us racing fans would like.
Exactly.
Fantastic.
Ballboy still ahead of John W207 through La Source. And now this is interesting. Is John going to get the slipstream down the hill? We're right on board of him right now through Eau Rouge. And he's got the slipstream once again on Ballboy. These two like to switch positions a lot.
And he's going to get the DRS open. There it is.
And sure enough, as Red Jams has lost connection.
Oh, the lead of the race.
Exactly, the race leader has lost connection. And there were some reports that he actually got taken out by Zombie Slayer. Now, none of them, as Best Bob's now lost connection.
So the threat of the Best Bob has now deteriorated right there.
And actually, Best Bob was actually claiming, because I think Red Jams actually sent him a message saying that he got taken out by Zombie. Now, unfortunately, Red Jams and Zombie did not send any footage in, as Pitmat has to go, but he retired anyway. So, unfortunately, their incident cannot be investigated because there's no footage. So, that is John up to 2nd and Ballboy up to 3rd. This is the final lap now. And round the chicane. And Zombie Slayer wins the race. And look how close John was to him. He was catching him up. John is going to cross the line in 2nd. And Ballboy 57 is going to cross the line in the final podium place. So, after an amazing Belgian Grand Prix with so much excitement, here is the result. Zombie Slayer takes his 3rd win of the season. His 3rd win of his career, in fact, because this is only the 3rd season. But he seems to be enjoying himself. He only joined at Silverstone.
Yeah, amazing pace. What a great way to start your career in a league race.
Exactly. John W207 finished 2nd. He was catching him up in the last few stages of the race, but I bet if the race went on a little bit longer, I'm sure he might have challenged him for the lead, because he was pulling away from Ballboy, who finished in 3rd today. Ballboy 57 finished 3rd, with F1 Petrolhead in 4th. And then it is FPM8 56 NF TKP3 who finished 5th in his debut at his home event. This was actually his first race, and what a way to do it in your home race.
10 points. That would do nicely.
It would do nicely for Ferrari. Best Bob 5 finished 6th despite losing connection. Red Jams 22 finished 7th despite raging and losing connection. Pitmat finished 8th despite crashing. and F1 Guy 2012 finished 9th despite crashing. And the other 7, Bad Boy Dills, Bossman Sean 12, A Rubber Duck 1997, AIG-K, Conan Foda 141, Liam Calvatis 47, and Alec Down of State, all 7 of them did not start. Let's have a look at the Drivers' Championship. And as you can see, Matt, despite his crash, Matt still leads the championship now but he now only leads the Drivers' Championship, not by much now. It's about 52 points ahead of...
It's quite a lot. That's 2 race wins and a bit more.
Yeah, exactly. John Doe 207 has breathed down his neck a bit more thanks to his win in Brands Hatch, and thanks to Matt's crash, a second place in Belgium. He's now only 52 points behind Pit Matt. OTG, despite being kicked out of the league, is still in 3rd position. Zombie Slayer is in 4th, with Conan Foda 141 in 5th. And then Ballboy 57, thanks to his brilliant 3rd place, has moved up to 6th, with Connor 212 in 7th position. And then we have Red Jams 22 in 8th, with F1 Petrolhead moving up to 9th after his 4th place. Nick BHD, despite being kicked out of the league, is in 10th, with Bossman Sean in 11th. And then we have Liam Calvatis 47 in 12th, with James Head 14 even in 13th. Best Bob 5 is tied with him in 14th, with F1 Guy 2012 in 15th despite his crash. NA Tony is in 16th despite being kicked out, with FPM 856 and FTKP3 moving up to 17th. Rubber Duck 1997 is in 18th. And the other 3, Bad Boy Dills, AIG-K and Alec Down Estate, all 3 of them are yet to get off the scoring board. But from the looks of it, Michael, doesn't it look tight at the moment, or do you think Matt's got this one in the bag?
Well, it is quite a huge margin Pit Matt has pulled out of the hat, but you never know what's going to happen in Formula One. I mean, it's a sport of unpredictability.
WRL, not Formula One.
Oh yeah, well, never mind. Yeah, it's so unpredictable nowadays. It's unbelievable.
Exactly. So let's move on to the Constructors' Championship. So let's take a look at the Constructors' Championship. The Saubers still lead the Constructors, but thanks to Zombie's win, Force India have closed the gap. Just a tiny bit, but they're still closing the gap. Mercedes is still in 3rd with McLaren in 4th. It is a 4-way scrap for the Constructors, but the chances of McLaren winning, with a Rubber Duck 1997 failing to turn up in most of the races, their chances are looking very slim. So from the looks of things, it looks like a 3-way scrap. Michael?
Yeah, definitely. I think they're all, if they're slightly far further apart, but it's all to play for.
Exactly. Continuing on with the Constructors, Toro Rosso is still in 5th with Red Bull 6th, Ferrari is 7th, so it looks like it's a battle for 6th between a battle for 5th actually between Toro Rosso, Red Bull and Ferrari, and Williams are in 8th, and they look like they might stay in 8th.
Yes, Red Bull could catch up.
Exactly, but the chances of Williams even, making it up there are low, because with F1 Guy, the only person that's with F1 Guy only turning up, it seems that Williams' chances are very low. Anyway, moving on.
Indeed.
Yeah. Anyway, moving on to... Actually, before we go on, who is your driver of the day, Michael? Sorry about this, guys.
Oh, my driver of the day. Well, it was a great performance. It was a great performance by the leader and the winner, eventual winner of the race, Zombie Slayer. Also, Red Jams before he got disconnected, unfortunately, or retired or whatever. he had a great drive as well. Ball boy as well. We've finally seen his great driving abilities. John W 207 and Bob having a great battle as well. We didn't see much of FPM8, but and F1 guy and Pit Matt as well because of course of their retirement. But hopefully we can see them in the next round in Italy.
Exactly. So moving on now to the penalty points. So here are the concluded racing incidents, and the first incident with Pit Matt and F1 Guy 2012 concluded with F1 Guy 2012 receiving 2 penalty points. So what did you make of that?
Yep, I think that was a good, fair decision by the stewards. Yep, and I think that's the right call. I can say.
Yeah, exactly. The second one was just a racing incident, which was the Best Bob 5, John W207 and Ballboy 57 incident. As I just shut the door there. So what did you think about that incident with Ballboy 57, John W207 and Best Bob 5, Michael?
It was a strange one, wasn't it? You could see Ballboy's footage and his steering wheel just, was straight, but then his car was very nice to the right. That was really weird for me. Yeah, but on John W207's footage, it looked like Ballboy completely swiped him out. But a different story with Ballboy's footage, which obviously played a part into this investigation.
Exactly. And that was the racing incident. So now let's have a look at the penalty points board.
Yeah, boy.
Here is the penalty points board. As you can see, everybody's pretty much tied. OTG's been kicked out of the lead, but he's still classed on 2 penalty points. But pretty much these 4 have got to be careful, really. F1 Petrolhead, John W207, couldn't have a 1-for-1, and latest to the list, F1 Guy 2012 for his accident with Pit Matt. So, yeah. What do you think of that, Michael?
Yeah, they're all tied. If they get 10 more, of course they get a race ban, which will affect their championship. Of course, there's only a few more rounds to go. I think there's 4.
I think they'll just about skim it, won't they?
Yeah, no worries there.
Okay. They are the penalty points. So, on that bombshell and on that note, it is time to end this video. The next round will be at Monza, the Italian Grand Prix, famous for being the fastest track on the calendar, but also at the same time being there since the start of the Formula 1 calendar. But it should be another great race. That will hopefully be out as soon as possible, because now I'm catching up with the uploading. But yeah, it's been a great race today, hasn't it, Michael?
Oh yeah, what a fantastic race we had there today in Belgium. This is what we wanted. I mean, side-by-side action all the way through. We had Ballboy, John W207, and Best Bob all getting at it, trying to get a podium position. It was just fantastic.
Exactly. So the next round will be in Italy. But until then, guys, you want to say any final words, Michael?
No, it's been an honor commentating here on my first ever WRL commentary video, whatever you like to call it. And yep, I'll see you next time for the Italian Grand Prix.
Yep, it's goodbye from Michael and goodbye from me. We'll see you next time. Take care.